in going back to September in the Rain and futuristically becoming involved with, I think, a singer called Dakota Staton at the time, and
Right.
Nancy Wilson after
Nancy
that.
Wilson, yeah.
And I think and I'm asking you this, but I think the marriage that was made in heaven, like Sinatra and Riddle, was you and Mel Torme.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I was about 10 feet away, to use an expression, from recording an album with Frank. Because we were out at dinner one night, and I said, Frank, I have one musical request to look forward to in my life, and that is to play a ballad for you to sing. He said, ballad? Why don't we do an album? Well, we exchanged tunes. We never seemed to be on the same continent at the same time. And it never happened until it was too late. But having said that, I think that Mel Torme is by far the greatest musician in the vocal world.
He was also a great pally.
He could play piano. He wasn't my favorite pianist, but I'm not his favorite singer. He played drums, and he could write arrangements. And if I changed as much as one chord, he would change a note to fit my chord. That man's ears were absolutely incredible.
I remember when he used to affectionately call you Georgie.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like that.
Why?
Well, I know it's a term of affection, but it's a term that would put me at a height which is comfortable for him. See, I'm taller than he.
Yes, he was a
and he was
guy.
worried about it. That's not why he called me Georgie. He called me Georgie just purely affectionately. I know that.
Well, you know, speaking of calling you, there was an expression when I first began in broadcasting, and that was by George. People used to say by George. And someone came on the air, and I thought it was inappropriate, even at a young age, and they said, that's Shearing, you're hearing by George.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like the Velvet Fog to Mel Torme.
Yes, yeah, it
How
was.
do you feel about
Yeah, it was. Well,
they were hip. I mean, they were hip, not hip.
You know, I figured one day they'll grow out of it. That's really what I thought about it.